All right. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? We here
Yeah.
with one of our good friends, Imole. Well, introduce yourself, Imole.
Yeah, I'm so happy, and I don't know what I want to say actually, but I'm just happy connecting with you guys.
Tell us,
My
tell us.
name is Imole
There you go.
Imole Imole Kehinde. I'm based in Nigeria, from Nigeria. I do location, I produce, and line produce for
Mm.
productions.
Yeah.
What made you be interested into films? What made you want to do films?
You said what?
What made you want to do films?
Well,
Why inspire you to do films?
actually, um, I like stories, and I like good stories. And the inspiration for film for me started back then, when we used to watch series Toba in the news, casting NTA News, that's Nigerian Television Authority. And I look the way he dresses, sharp, talking straight, and then we started watching couple of um, Nigerian film, then locally, Babambero, and all that. And I'm like, oh, I can actually do this thing. I mean, I can. So, later in life, African parents would always want you to do something else. But glory be to God, my kind of dad was like, whatever you want to do, just do it. So, until that time when I was looking for admission into university, before I actually understand the difference between journalism, film, and every other thing like that. So when I understand the difference, I opted for drama school. So I went to the university, and we're all kind of doing stage play. So, and in part one, part two, part three, you do the same thing. Then when it gets to part four, you choose your area of specialization. So I was thinking, should I go for directing? Directing as a stage director, set designer, and every other thing. And there is also another department called film, radio, and television. And I'm like, yo, this is what I'm going for. Because I really want to tell Nigerian stories, African stories from another perspective. I got that inspiration in my university because we did a play. The girls are not to blame. Funny enough, I'm in Athens now, and that book was written. It was Oedipus Rex. It was written by I think um, I think Socrates or Plato. It was one of the legends in Greece. So, but it was now Olarotimi now rewrite it, infusing it in Nigerian story, culture, and every other thing like that. Then he named it "The Gods Are Not to Blame." After performing that play, everything about me changed. Like, oh, this is actually a story from the Europe, and being Olarotimi writing it again and infusing African culture, Nigerian culture, Yoruba culture. I mean, infusing the gods, infusing a lot of things. And this thing made change my orientation. Like, no, guy, we need to tell our stories.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Exactly.
Anything?
Well, I want to say first of all, we got to give the setup on how we met. First of all, everybody need to know that Imole is the best location scout, the best line producer you could get in Lagos. Period. You know what I mean? We met this man online. You know what I mean? And I think within 4 days, for our first film in Africa, within 4 days from landing in Africa for the first time, this man had the locations, everything set up, and we were able to produce our first film in Africa with this man's help. And I don't think we could have done it with anybody else but you, Imole. So I remember that. I'll never forget that, and I appreciate that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
This is what I live for.
Yeah.
This is what I live for. And I actually want to change people's perspective about coming to Africa to shoot, you know, the big brands, you know, the Disney and the likes. Yeah, we're burdened when it comes to film, but trust me, Nigeria is a very big market.
Mm-hmm.
And Nigeria has a lot of stories, has a lot of things, and you know, we just need to change the narratives about Nigeria and the perspective people look at Africa. We just need to change the narrative. And that's why I'm out here, you know, doing all my best that everything must just be fine.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. No, I have fun shooting Across the Rising Sun. We had a lot of fun shooting it, even though we had short amount of time shooting that film. And you know, you saw how I was. I merely passed out shooting it, but it was it was a great shoot. It was an awesome shoot, and we couldn't do it without you.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Sure.
You see that
Go ahead.
That film, Across the Rising Sun, is I'm going to call it an eye opener for me when it comes to guerrilla film making. You see, I've always thought about stories and ideas, crazy things to do and all that, you know, because most times our stories were just burdened with action film. When I saw the scripts and Miles sending me the script, I looked at it. You know, the first question I asked you was, what was the budget?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how much do you have to pull this off?
Mm-hmm.
And you told me something. You said, see, it is not about the budget. Can we make this thing together? And I said, yes, we can. Because I love the story. It's not the usual thing that we do. Yeah, we infuse a lot of actions here and there, but you know, choreographing sequence, you know, after you did that film, you know, Tough wasn't a choreographer before. We did that film together, it was just a martial artist. After we did that film together, he became a choreographer.
That's true.
Choreographing, fight sequence and all that, because these things we don't have before. You know, it's usually a kind of symbiotic movement that people usually know that, no, this is not real. But after that filming, everybody started seeing like, oh yeah, I mean, we can do this thing, we can choreograph things, we can, you know, I started having the idea of how fight sequence are being choreographed. Number one thing was when you came and we don't have much crew member, you know, just 3 crew members to pull that off. And I'm like, how do we want to do this? And when you told me, oh, this is the budget, I'm like, wow. Are you sure this is going to work for this? And you're like, well, it is not going to work, but we are going to make it work. That word gave me an inspiration. I'm like, no, whatever it takes, we must definitely make this thing work. Because the first day I met you, I like people carrying you along, irrespective of what you are, what you do, carry you along with their dream. I can see that Across the Rising Sun was you guys' dream. It was like, writing. In fact, when we couldn't do some things, I discovered you had to adjust, remove some things, remove some sequence to bring it down a little bit. We couldn't get actors really to act in the first place. I remember you giving out the scripts to an actor that really loves it, but it was like, yo, this is not our thing. It's more American than Nigeria. And you're like, well, it could be more American, but if you see how this thing comes, it's like African American coming together with Africa to connect and see how we can bridge that gap. It's not necessarily going to be a Nigerian thing or a Nigerian story, but it's building a bridge for both parties to connect and see what the story is going to look like. And it was quite amazing. I mean, it was tough, actually, because I could remember a day when we needed a costumier with our own costume. We our own costumier. We get costumes from friends and all that because we couldn't get fun. So it was tough. But as much as tough as it is, at a point, I started enjoying it because I see that, oh, I'm the same person that is trying to arrange for costumes, trying to be the production manager, trying to, get someone, a friend to be the makeup. It was something I've never done before. And it was interesting because at the first day, I never thought it's going to be nice because I felt like, wow, 3-man crew, how do we want to pull this off? But I checked the footages for the first day, the first shot, and I'm like, whoa, guy, we need to put more effort. You remember I was the one even putting more effort the second day, like, guys, let's go. Because the first day, I wasn't sure how this is going to be and how it's going to look like. But when I saw the footage, it amazes me. And I'm like, no, I just need to put more effort so that we can get the best out of this thing because this is amazing. And I want to appreciate Miles because his dedication, he's the director, he's the one setting up the lights, getting the sound and everything, then putting it on a gimbal and, running and the stuff like that. And I'm like, wow, this is it. So it was rough. It was something I've never done in my life. Action film with 3 months. In my mind, I was like, it's not going to work. But the first footages and Miles was like, yo, come. Let me show you this. See the movement. I'm like, no, I'm not going to let this down. I mean, this is what I'm going to put my name on. So, I mean, let's move on. And, the second day, the third day, even when the challenges of getting locations, we want to pay for this, and there's no money, we had to sort, even sometimes Miles will just come like, yo, there's no money to get this location. Can we just shoot on the street? And we just get there, no lighting, we just increase the ISO, put in his filters and all that. And I'm like, yo, we're pulling it off. And at some point, you just call friends, like, can you act? Let's go. Sometimes you just see people on the streets and like, yo, guy, you want to be in a film? Come on. And you know what amazed me at the end of the day? When I saw the first cut, I was like, yo, guys, I mean, we can often do this. Yes, we know it's a low budget. Everybody have their low time. If we could pull this off when there is no money, If there is money, if we get a sponsor for let me say $200,000, we're going to do the Marvel.
Exactly. If we could pull off that film with nothing, imagine what we could do in a budget.
If we can pull that off, if we can pull that off with
no money,
lower than $5,000, definitely if we get $200,000, then the Marvel had to take care.
That's what's up. That's what's up. See, that's the thing many people don't realize. It was when we came into Africa 4 days after landing, we started production. And you're looking at the whole crew right now. this was
yeah, we are the crew. The actors are part of the crew. But I mean, Angel is an actor, is a choreographer, is the sound guy. Sometimes he helps us putting the lights in the proper way, holding the bounce boards.
Oh man, it was an adventure, that's for sure.
Actually, these are the crew members you're seeing.
And I got to shout out Angel too, because I think he almost died during the shoot. You know what I mean? It was brutal.
And
it was absolutely brutal.
I'll also say I respect Coco.
Yes. That was another actor who
that is another guy, you know.
People were almost
that is another guy.
Set, man. Wow.
He almost died. He was convulsing on the ground like
That's crazy.
But it was amazing.
It was truly the most
amazing.
It was definitely the most difficult shoot, but I never had so much fun. We had a lot of fun doing it.
Exactly.
You know, we all accepted the mindset of we're going to get this movie done. And you know, the faith and the trust that you had in us was amazing, because I mean, you would Imole, we need this, get to a location. You would just show up with guys. I found these guys over here, area boys, boom. And you found some really good talent as well.
Yes. If we had just $50,000 to shoot that film, I'm sure it's going to be a blockbuster.
Absolutely.
That film was like below $5,000.
Yeah.
And I mean, no, that was a good one. It was a good one. Yeah. And to imagine it was shot on a mirrorless. Even most film shots on red, the 4K, the 6K. I mean, some can't even stand what we have with a GH5, Panasonic mirrorless, and you know, some broken on lenses. I mean, it was just amazing.
Right on. Right on, man. Well, it was the funny thing is you were surprised about our filming methods when we met, because you was just like, how are we gonna do this with the lights and this? And you know what inspired us the most was watching Nollywood films. That's what inspired us and gave us that such a guerrilla mode of we can do anything, because Nollywood films, we looking at Nollywood films in America like, yo, they're amazing in Africa. They doing everything with nothing over there, and they're making full-on features. And we're like, what's stopping us? You know, so it was a trip for us to see that you were amazed by our filmmaking tactics when it was Nigerians who inspired us in the first place to film that way, you know?
Yeah, exactly. You see, few months back, like, okay, last year, November, December, January, and I think early February, I was on a project for about, the project was, the total budget was about 550 million naira. You know, we had to bring in the Panavision, ARRI, you know, Panavision lenses and all that. And I must tell you, it is amazing. I don't know why I've not seen a lot of investors from Hollywood coming to Nigeria like, oh, yo, I mean, it is cheap.
Mm-hmm.
If we want to compare, it is cheap because there are a lot of films in Hollywood whereby there are dramas and you see they say we produced this with $5 million, $4 million. If you bring that $5 million to Nollywood, I'm sure you're going to have the best.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have the best because you are going to have all crew, A-list crew, and they're going to give their best of the best. All what it needs is just fun. Imagine that film we shot with less than $5,000. If it was $500,000, imagine what is going to come out from it. I mean, you don't need to run around with cameras, just to sit down and monitor the performance clearly, because everything would have been in place, actors would have been in place, costume set, everything, not like a 3-man crew that were running around just because we don't have fun. And we don't have fun doesn't mean we should just sit down and not do anything. I guess that film, I always tell people, I've worked on bigger projects, I've worked on smaller projects, but that film is not even, I won't call it a low budget. I'll call it a no budget. But it is a statement to say that we can do more if we get fund.
Mm-hmm.
That is just the statement. It was a no budget because look at how we shot. We shot like crazy, like 3-man crew shooting. I mean, there is no how you want to tell that to anybody and they'll be like, 3-man, and you pull this up. Yes, we did it. Because we don't have anything. We just have the 3 of us.
Exactly.
We just have the 3 of us. And that we don't have fun doesn't mean we don't have brain or we should be restricted.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you came up with that script and, you know, every night, every day, you keep changing, like just to fit the budget, keep changing. If it was the original story we want to shoot, man, then Nigeria would know and Nollywood would know that something just happened.
Yeah.
But because we don't have the fund, I know all the nights you're in your room trying to adjust the script to the budget every day. You know, each time we just come up with, oh no, we can't do this. Oh, this location is not available. They are demanding for so amount and we don't have it. What can we do? Then we change it. We bring it outside. I mean, I discovered that, in fact, some of the places we are supposed to leave our room, we turn it to set. You know, no set designer. We're our set designer. We're our art director, set dresser, and all that. Imagine if you have a lot of money to pull that off.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the kind of statement you're going to make? It's going to be like, oh, yo, we just produced a blockbuster.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, since
I
we're
mean, it
talking
was
about
quite an experience.
Since we're talking about it, let's show the trailer. I'm going to show the trailer right now. For Across the Rising Sun. So this is the project we talking about. It was our first film in Africa with the great Imole. You know what I mean? We would have never made it happen without you. So this is the trailer for Across the Rising Sun.
You may step in here, but you are not going to walk out of this alive.
Call him. Tell him to abort now.
Imole, what is a lot of Africans don't want to go to Africa? A lot of African Americans don't want to go to Africa. How do people in Africa look at people from America? How do they think of them? What do they view of them?
You see, this thing, it's a personal thing for people. You see, a lot of Black people home, the Africans, they actually would want, like, oh, let these people come, you know, let's reconnect back, you know, let's build, because politically Africa is not doing well politically, but people are working hard and feel like, oh, we need these people to come home, you know, infill some things, put some things back down, you know, some structures of some jobs, you know, the tech and some other things. It's not like people in Africa don't actually know, but you know, they need somebody who has that experience, who have that idea, who is also who can easily connect. You know, it's just like having two plug, the male and female. You know, when they connect, it's definitely going to bring a surge, you know, and that is one thing the Africans are looking towards. Like, you guys come back, let's see how things work. Let's work out things together. I mean, you guys are there building stuffs for people over there. I mean, back home, retrace your steps, come back, let's do things together. I mean, and you see, the African American, they tend to like forget that Africa is home. There's nothing you want to do about this thing. Yes, a lot of controversy, being accepted and not being accepted, but either you like it or not, Africa is a place. We just need to put hands together and make it work, to make it seem like to make it seem like, oh, this is our home. You know, it's just like when you're abroad and you're putting stuff back in your home. When you want to return, you definitely know that you have something to fall back to. You understand what I mean? So yeah, I feel that way. Like, I mean, there should be a kind of connection. Whatever, irrespective of where you are connecting from, either from Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana, Togo, South Africa, Tanzania, retrace your step. Home is where the heart belongs to. And the Africans' home as well, they're expecting like, oh, let these people come and let's see how we can make things work together. I feel that is my own perspective, because I mean, it wasn't easy going abroad, you know, but your home is always your home. Either you like it or not, either it's working or it's not working, either things are bad or they're not bad, it is still your home. Because your father is not a good man, it doesn't mean, even if you change your surname, you're still who you are. It is still who you are. So I feel like there should be a kind of connection between the Africans and the African Americans.
That's what's up. I agree to that.
Yeah.
Imole, what are you? Are you Igbo? What are you?
I'm a Yoruba.
Yoruba. How many languages you speak?
Do I speak?
How many languages you speak? How many languages do you speak?
Do I speak? I speak Yoruba. I speak Pidgin. I speak English. a little bit of Igbo and a little bit of Hausa.
Say something in Yoruba.
You said?
Say something in Yoruba.
Ẹ ṣé o ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi o, báwo ni o? Ṣé gbogbo nǹkan ń lọ létòlétò? A dúpẹ́ o. Orí ètò yìí la wà. Sinimá yìí là ń sọ. Sinimá tí ó ń pè ní Across the Rising Sun. Àwa mẹ́ta tá a ṣe leléyìí o. Àwa mẹ́ta tá a jẹ́ tá a wà lẹ́yìn bí sinimá òun ṣe jáde. Àwa mẹ́ta náà rèé o. You know what I just said? I said, we're on this program and we're talking about a film that we 3 crew members made. It is called Across the Rising Sun, and we are the 3 people behind the film. That's what I just said. Yoruba.
Well done, well done. Hey, I can't forget the actors, man. We got to shout out the actors. Don't let me forget anybody. Shout out to Beverly Naya.
That's lady is amazing. Beverly is amazing. She did an amazing job. You know why? You know why I give her credit. I felt like as a director, you pulled her out of a shell. Because I'm not sure she's gone through that rigorous stress, fighting, choreographing, and every other thing. And she did excellently well, no complaint, no anything. And she was pulling through irrespective of the conditions we put her through. There's some nights, no Uber available. And she's pulling through. I mean, I just need to appreciate her. And Benga Titiloyi, that man is just a vibe.
That's a bad man right there. Benga was dope. Yeah, I also got to give Benga credit because she toughed it out because she had no makeup person, no costume or wardrobe, and she really toughed it out for us for that film. And then Benga just he added the moxie. It's like every time Benga walked on set, the energy just went up. You know what I mean? Because Benga put a ton of energy every time, man. He was awesome.
Exactly.
Who am I forgetting? Charles Etubebe, Tough Bone for sure.
Yes, Tough Bones. Etubebe, that's my guy.
Charles Etubebe.
And also everybody that was in Takwa Bay, it was awesome.
Yeah, all the people in Takwa Bay, Tolu in Takwa Bay, my G. And
he
all
was
my
awesome.
Guys, King.
Yeah, all those guys were awesome, man. Yeah.
And King and every one of them, those guys are family, man. They are family.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Yeah. So what are you doing now, Imole? Where you at right now?
I'm actually in Greece, filming a project. Disney, so it's actually an interesting one and another mile, another milestone reached. So I mean, great.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Okay. All right, man.
Okay. Yeah, man. So we're gonna let you, get back to your work. I know you're on set right now, but we should be in Africa soon to work on another film. I should be there soon. Miles should be there soon. But this time when we go to Africa, we'll have the right amount of budget and crew because we haven't really got a nice story of the film that we want to shoot. Hopefully next year.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we got to be talking all the time. You know, I mean. By then, there's going to be a proper preparation because for Across the Rising Sun, there was no time to prepare. We just want to do what we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, and it was quite nice. So,
yeah,
I can't wait for you guys to be back.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up.
I know I'm going to. Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks again, man, for helping us with that film, for the experience of working with you. Thanks for your time for our little podcast here. and for kicking it with us while you were on set, making the time. And it's always a pleasure, my brother.
You said what?
I said thank you for your time here, for working with us on the film and everything. And as usual, it's always a pleasure talking to you, man.
Oh, you should know it's always my pleasure. We are family. We are the Lake Street family, so it's always a pleasure.
Yeah, Imole. My mother always say, "How's Imole? How's Imole doing?" My mom always.
You know, I miss that woman. That woman is a vibe. You know, she was there. I mean, she didn't come on set, but she was a good spirit for that progress.
Wasn't she great to come home to? It's like we come back after set, we all tired and beat up.
You know,
Angel's mother's there to greet us.
she
that was such good energy.
Exactly.
Awesome.
And you know, most times she's always asking, "What do you guys want to eat?" When you come back up, what do you want to eat? I made this, I made salad, I made this for you guys. She's amazing. She's amazing.
Yeah,
She's amazing.
Yeah, agreed.
She's amazing. She's really a good spirit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I'll let him know.
Man. So
yeah, Imole, until next time, my brother. We'll
Yes. Yes, we'll stay in touch. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much. I can't wait for you guys to be back.
Yeah.
I know probably maybe 2022. I mean, 2022 or 2023, we should be doing something, you know, something big.
Yeah.
Something big.
Yeah.
I also have a lot of projects I'm working on, you know, this year, 2021, and early next year. I mean, I'll keep you guys in touch and we'll talk about it.
Right on, man.
Well, if you're doing action, Imole, you know I'm here.
No, definitely. See, boxing choreography. I can't miss the two of you. No. Anytime I'm having any boxing, I mean, Angel must be on ground, Miles must be on ground. You guys are simply amazing.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, bro.
Peace.
Thank you so much.
Talk soon, my brother.
It's nice having you guys. Thank you so much.
All right.
See you soon. And Across the Rising Sun is still on Amazon, right?
Yeah. It's still on Amazon Prime right now.
See, if you have not seen, I mean, I just want people to go watch Across the Rising Sun on Amazon Prime, just to see the effort. Yes, it's a low budget, but when you watch it, you can know, you can feel the effort and the energy we put in. We are begging. Please watch.
That's what's up, man.
And enjoy.
Yeah, man. All right.
Thank
Take
you
care,
so
man.
much.
We'll talk soon. All right.
All right. Thank you so much. Have fun. Bye.
Later.